Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Prabhuji. We cannot hear anything, Prabhuji.
Kante Guragurayate Kante Guragurayate Vayanutkrato Tara समृद्ध नाडिकः सश्वासा कृतायासा कंठे गुरगुरायते
वायुनोत्क्रमतोत्तारः समृद्धनादिकः श्वासश्वासकृतायासः कट्टे गुरगुरायते
वायुना by air Akramata bulging out Uttaraha his eyes Kapha with mucus Samruddha congested Nadikaha his windpipe Khasa coughing Swasa breathing Krita done Ayasaha difficulty Ayasaha difficulty Kante in the throat Gurugurayate he produces sound like Gurugura translation. In the diseased condition, one's eyes bulge due to the pressure of air from within, and his glands become congested with mucus. He has difficulty breathing, and upon exhaling and inhaling, he produces sound like gurugura, a rattling within the throat. Sayana parisochattihi parivrita bandhubihi vachamanopi na brute kalapasa vasangataha. So the translation in this way, he comes under the clutches of death and lies down, surrounded by the lamenting friends and relatives. And although he wants to speak with them, he no longer can, because he is under the control of time. Purport. For formality's sake, when a man is lying on his deathbed, his relatives come to him and sometimes they cry very loudly, addressing the dying man, "Oh my father, oh my friend, oh my husband." In that pitiable condition, the dying man wants to speak with them and instruct them of his desires. But because he is fully under the control of the time factor, death, he cannot express himself. And that causes him inconceivable pain. He is already in a painful condition because of disease, and his glands and throat are choked up with mucus. He is already in a very difficult position, and when he is addressed by his relatives in that way, his grief increases. How many of you agree that we should put he and put our name there? How many of you have seen like this? How many of you have not seen? Last week I asked, when you come to temple, or when you attend a birthday party, they give you a glass of kheer, very tasty kheer. But they say you have to drink everything. But at the underneath, it is filled with the sand. It's very tasty kheer, but underneath it is all filled with sand. It's kheer and with sand. How many of you will drink it? And who will kill this first enjoyment? When you have to eat the rest of the kheer with sand. Everyone is laughing. That is human life, actually. You know? So, we see it. We hear it. And Krishna gives little experience also, not that Krishna suddenly, puts you in that condition. One person complained to Yamaraj, hey, I never thought you will come. What is this? Without even conveying a message, without even giving us, warning upfront. Why did you come? Yamaraj said, what are you talking? I conveyed you so many times. I told you, Prabhu, your time is up. I told you in your ears. That's when your hair started graying. That's my first indication that, hey, Prabhu, your time is up. So then I put my face on your face and said, Prabhu, your time is up. Time is running out. That's when your eyesight started failing and the classes came. And I put my mouth close to your ears and said, your time is running out. Loud I said, that's when, because your ears are failing. You have problem hearing. And finally I said, Prabhu, your time is running out. That's when your teeth are becoming loose. Still you don't realize? Many times I conveyed. So, actually this works for Indians in America also, who have high paid jobs. It's not only for third world countries people. This is not only for the people from the third world countries. People who are very affluent, more than money is intelligence. People who are very intelligent, when they go to work, their bosses look for them. And you fold your legs, okay, in 2 hours, the what is that? All the servers should be up. We have only 2 hours. We don't know what to do. In 1.5 hours, you'll make it up. And they say, you're the man, the machine. All the managers, they say that the managers also will go through this and we'll also go through this. Amazing, right? One time I felt, if you have a lot of money, actually the two people I was telling examination. A few people will come to Krishna consciousness. One is a farmer. Farmer will come to Krishna consciousness because he depends on the nature. Hey, without you, I cannot grow any crops. Second person will come to Krishna consciousness is actually businessman. Because his business depends on customers. That's why you see in business, any business, especially Indian businesses, you see so many pictures. There is Ganeshji who will remove the obstacles. There is Lakshmiji who will bring all the money all the time. And to have the intelligence, you need Saraswati also. So they will come to Krishna consciousness. Who will not come to Krishna consciousness? People are very intelligent. Who are performers. For them it's difficult. You have come means you have grace. You understood it? This is given by Krishna. So the causeless mercy of Srila Prabhupada flowed in your life. Otherwise, difficult. Hare Krishna. So third canto, Kapil Muni is telling. Fourth canto, there is an application. Who? Actually, our Rohinandan quoted this. I don't see him here. Wow. So, what is it? Puranjana. Maharaj Puranjana. What is the meaning of Puranjana? The person who enjoys this pura. The person who is so determined to enjoy this pura is Puranjana. Same things happen to him actually. Maharaj Puranjana. Who is Puranjana? Person, okay, even after becoming devotees, I'm talking to myself, I'm like that actually. Who wants to enjoy the senses, especially tongue, belly, genitals, ears, nose. What is America? America is Pura, where all the people try to enjoy their senses, they're Puranjanas. That's America. Given so many facilities, America gives only to enjoy. At the time of death, no, you should not go through pain. So they'll give you morphine so that you will die peacefully, so that you will not hear any holy name and go to hell peacefully. I'm serious. America doesn't want you to go through pain, you know that? So what you have to do? No, bro. Actually, I heard live. No, it's very difficult. We'll give them morphine. One devotee, he's not a devotee, his supporter told me. I went to hospital, my friend was put on heavy morphine. But I think he has little intelligence, he starts chanting, our Hare Krishna mantra. And he told his friend, are you hearing? With that heavy morphine, that friend fingers moved. I'm hearing, continue. Hare Krishna. Can you come this side? There. So, so Puranjana, he was so attached to his wife. Next lifetime, he became a woman. Next lifetime, he became a woman. Because actually, no, that's why 3-4 weeks ago, I told, just chant and record all the ideas. Where is your time going? Is it greed? Is it envy? Is it lust? Is it pride? Because this is the time you're trying your best to focus on Krishna. But there also Maya is intervening. But at the time of death, Maya has full control on you. Because you cannot fight. When you're going through all this trouble, then what? Maya has a full control on you. So, whatever thoughts, yadbhavam tadbhavati, whatever you meditate throughout your life, that you will remember at the time of death. Like Jesus died for our sins, like the ISKCON also has one thing. Srila Prabhupada, chant 16 rounds, follow for every principles. It'll take you back to God. Actually, Prabhupada's statement is there, no doubt. But we should try our best. That statement should not make us feel like an insurance policy. No. Then we'll become lazy. Sometimes I see these children and say, hey, they're very advanced. Why this statement of Srila Prabhupada didn't work for them? Then I said, look, you're taking them for granted because maybe they were not in ISKCON before. So anyway, my point is, one devotee, senior devotee said this. The consciousness you exhibit here, you'll exhibit the same consciousness there also. Kanakada says this. So the consciousness you are expected to exhibit there should be exhibited here. And unfortunately, we are not there yet. But fortunately, we have Srila Prabhupada with us. So, but we should endeavor with the confidence. Utsaha nischaya. Srila Prabhupada promises that. So we should endeavor. So we should not be depressed. But at the same time, this statement should not make us relaxed. Why? Bharat Maharaj actually have a video of a deer dancing actually to the holy name. I thought this is Bharat number 2. So the 4th canto is an example. We have Puranjana, who is very attached to his wife and enjoying left and right, gave birth to so many children. And at the end of the life, he was so much meditating on how will my wife take care of my children in my absence? As he was so much infatuated, he was absorbed in, not emotion, absorbed in these ideas that made him become a woman. So that is 4th canto. And the grossest thing of this is 6th canto, Ajamil. But it's a progression. Bhagavatam is giving a solution. Hey, Harinam, if you chant, Even if you're an abominable person, still you have a hope. That is Ajamel's story. That's why Ajamel's story is in 6th canto. Amazing. Actually, it's a life. It is a really, real hope-giving story, actually, Ajamel. Because Ajamel never attended any seminar on the holy name. Ajamel did Sanskrit teaching till last day. But the power of the holy name. And Sri Lord Chaitanya, what is that? Inechi asadi maya, Harina Mahantra, love to me magi. I have brought this holy name. So I brought this holy name. All of you, they take this medicine. What is it? This song. I was just, that I was just thinking, what is that? Tomahe no koto dinahi na jane. Korilena bhava par. Hey, Bhakti Thakur is this. He looks for only patita. Daya kori more patita dekiya. Koilo amare giya. His only goal is to look for the fallen people, and so many fallen people, he made them cross. That the cycle of birth and death. Korilena bhava par. So wow. Bhakti Thakur telling, oh, take shelter of Lord Chaitanya, Nityananda Prabhu. And he will make you cross. So many people in the past, he made them cross the cycle of birth and death. That's great. So again, the grace is there. Stay focused, stay on the bus, stay on the boat. So Ajamel's story is amazing. But don't become relaxed. Why? 8th canto. Even if if you're a devotee, if you forget Krishna, Krishna will not forget you. Gajendra story. Even if you're a great devotee, sometimes these things will not work for you. For example, somebody comes and curses you, then definitely Krishna will obey that curse only. Make sure you lead a very responsible life. Don't offend devotees. Be very conscious of your dealings when you're in a Vaishnava. When you're in a Vaishnava community? Who would have thought Maharaj Indradyumna would be condemned, condemned to become an elephant. But of course, Krishna accelerated his going back to Godhead, like he did that for Chitraketu Maharaj. But if you are sincere and serious, exhibit the qualities like Rantidev, exhibit the qualities like Maharaj Ambarish and Sibi, hey, you'll get entrance into 10th canto, Srimad Bhagavatam. You'll not go to heavenly, heavenly planets, you'll not go to Vaikuntha, you'll go back to Krishna Loka. So Bhagavatam is a progression. Bhagavatam is a progression. That's what yesterday I was thinking when I was reading this, amazing. But if not, actually we are all in the JFK airport. Some flights will go to Addis Ababa or African desert, where there is no water, where we'll have a miserable death. Some flights will go to India, Vrindavan, where we'll enter Vrindavan. Some flights will go to America, where you'll have a boga, enjoyment. Likewise, some people will go to heavenly planets, some people will go to, hellish regions, some people will go back to Godhead, some people will, they'll take birth, they'll take a domestic flight and go to Las Vegas. But we are all in the airport. How many of you are understanding? Different destinations. If you understand that, you become serious. If you understand that, you become a little serious. If at least we are not relaxed. We are not laxed. Then what is that? I'll be very, let me try one more thing. Jayadhar Prabhu says in Detroit, Radha Gunjur has to give visa, otherwise you won't come. They are giving you only once a week visa so far. Means he wants you to increase actually. So the point is, it's true with everything. Time is running out. My grandfather's brother. I can never forget this. I was only 10th grade. Doctor threw the X-rays on them. Somebody told me, I won't explain this. You should all forgive me for that. And this person becomes sick in the deathbed. Everyone will go, you're doing very well, amazing, you will recover, no problem. But a conversation will not happen in the room, outside. This guys, what is that they're talking? They'll come inside and you'll be all right. His pain is that they are not sharing anything, these family members. And what do you think you are, a materialist? I really congratulate all of you for having come to Krishna consciousness, actually. Because day one, Krishna says you're not the body, you're a spirit soul. At least one day you will realize. Either nature will force you to realize, or you will realize on your own. Can you believe Ajamil couldn't get up and he wanted to help his son? He couldn't get up. What a pain it is for any egoistic guy. What a pain it is for anybody who's a doer, who's a performer. So life is not an Excel sheet of numbers. One day, I can never forget this. I was in California. Morning 7 o'clock, I was going to give Bhakti class in the temple. So we were in traffic jam. I was looking like this. Big golf courses. Only one guy playing golf. I said, who is that? They're all CEOs making $10 million salary per year, $20 million salary. Now they're retired. They don't know what to do. They led a life of discipline. But now you can't do anything. Oh, so now you don't have anything to do. So what you will do? You will come and play golf. With all the money in the bank. It's useless actually. What is Kali Yuga? Kali Yuga means Kali has occupied, infiltrated all the very important locations, education. Hey, you're this body, if you make money, you'll be happy. The CEOs, they'll be playing golf. Miserable. Most of them are divorced anyway. But they don't know what to do with this money. Children will be somewhere else. True with Indians also. So anyway, my grandfather brother, less than 45. When you enter into the room, fear. 25 years later, I compared that with entering into the room of Bhaktivedanta Swami. Every time I would enter that room, joy. अरे यार बचपन में मैं उधर जाता था, डर लगता था, अभी इधर जा रहा हूँ, हमेशा happiness. Devotee. Many times I served sweets in Sunday feast. A next door person, doctors told 6 months ago, he would leave any time, every Sunday feast is his last Sunday feast. But always joy. Pure devotee. Then I understood. That's where I developed a lot of faith in Krishna, this holy name. But the problem is, one has to become Krishna conscious as early as possible as his children. Otherwise, as you go late, as you come to Krishna consciousness later, your brain is saturated with all these impressions. A person who comes late, he cannot open the newspaper, he cannot stop but open the newspaper every day. And we all have, our mind gives all these wonderful reasons. And actually some parents, they want their children to be very successful. For them, I told this point last time also. They want Krishna consciousness to be armchair philosophy. They want Krishna consciousness so that their children will become very successful. Doctors, engineers, professors. To become that, they want Krishna consciousness. What a cruelty. I picked up strength after this many years. I've been watching this from childhood, from the beginning. No, I don't want my children to be fully Krishna conscious. I want them to continue cycle birth after birth after birth and go through the old age, disease and death. But this lifetime, they should have a very high reputation in the society. How many of you agree it's cruelty? It's cruelty. You know? So, whatever is given here, I went through two to three times. You will be in such a helpless state. Ego doesn't work. Nothing works. I think Krishna really wanted me to go through. Maybe Krishna wanted me to humble, but I have not learned my lessons. You know, if everyone here in the room or people online deal with others as though today is my last day, how will you deal with others? Prabhu, please forgive me what I have done. Mataji, please forgive me what I have done. Can you please little bit pray for me? In that voice, there is only dainya, there is no confidence. I'm gonna figure dainya only. अरे कुछ गलत किया तो माफ करो ना प्लीज knowingly or unknowingly. And not that whether you're a devotee, non-devotee, educated, uneducated, illiterate, or rich or poor, everyone has to go through. Everyone has to go through. One rich man, very rich man who could access one of the richest men of India told me this. No, actually, if I can mute and tell the name also. He told me that person longed for only one thing, death. One time they were the richest people in India. And I don't know now. He just longed for death. The person who controlled all over the entire world, because British regime, they conquered the whole world. And very famous prime minister. They asked, what do you want? Nothing but death. And this premier, he was the Chinese premier when India was defeated by China. I'm not speaking because India was lost. 10, 15 years later, one day they published this picture in a newspaper. And I thought if anybody would see this picture, they'll become Krishna conscious. So we don't think, our actions, we are responsible. We are also responsible for our reactions. What is the power of Maya? When people come to give Bhagavatam class fully decorated means what? They have not understood anything. They have not understood anything. Or after Bhagavatam class is over, if I go to bathroom and see how was my face when I was giving Bhagavatam class means what? When somebody is in bodily consciousness, the first qualification of that person is lust. Powerful. Kadam Khan Maharaj said that. When we think we are this body, what is very prominent? Lust. A strong desire for sense enjoyment. I mean, we are trained to speak nicely. We don't. But Bhakti Vikas Maharaj writes in the Brahmacharya and Krishna consciousness, most of the people in the world, their thoughts linger only on a sensual life. I mean, I don't find fault with anybody because Asango Hiyam Purusha. We have been in touch with matter since time immemorial. Oh, no, nobody can become like a Shuddha Bhakta overnight. What to do? Harinama mantra lautu intensely. We should not regret, I should have attended Bhagavatam class every day. I should have attended Mangalarti every day. Satsuru is attending nowadays every day. And he's not here, but our what's name? Or Kishore Prabhu. What is his initial name?
Kishore Krishna.
Kishore Krishna Prabhu. Amazing. I mean, of course, for somebody it is easy, somebody it's not easy. I'm not enforcing it that you should do it. But spiritual life should be the priority. If spiritual life is not priority, actually what happens in 20s and 30s, that appears very far. You see your parents, they are only 20, 25 years older than you. Especially your mother. She's hardly 20 years older than you. Especially Indian mothers. Whatever trouble she goes through, what is the power of this Maya? She is going through, but I'm absolutely all right. Just within no time, you'll get into that region. So one time I thought, why Krishna does this? At least at that time they'll become Krishna conscious. So what is that? Krishna loves those people who take shelter of Radharani. Radharani loves those people who bring people to Krishna's lotus feet, preachers. Because they don't want us to suffer. Birth after birth after birth. That story of Gopakumar, Krishna says, I waited for you again and again. This lifetime will come, this lifetime will come. But you never came. And Gopakumar saw Vishnu also. But when Gopakumar saw Krishna's love, Krishna fainted, Gopakumar fainted. Wow, amazing. So what is the power of Maya? I'm honest with you, the influence of this class will be there only 1 hour. Or by the time you go upstairs, it may not be there. I have seen many times people once Bhakti Vriksha is over. Prabhuji, what is that? Did you read the newspaper? Okay, chal raha hai. What is the power of Maya? We went to people, so we went to Vrindavan last year, this time actually. The moment one guy got the chance, Italy Biden, that thing, the power of illusion, huh? Hey, you're in this holiest of the holiest of the holy places, and you have come here to make progress. And that's why our sadhana is tested is when we deal with others. Straight I read recently. Oh, I thought it's a slap on my face. How is your sadhana, your 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, whatever, it will reflect in your dealings with others. To what extent you are conscious of your sadhana is reflected in your activities. So sadhana is over, close the door. Now let me open the material door. Means you are not, not you. We are actually, making a slow progress. The death is there. 6 months before you die, what is your next position is already decided. Not that minute. So a person, Saptarshi Mandalam has Vasishta star. Next to Vasishta is Arundhati. They cannot see Arundhati star. That is a sign they'll die in 6 months. And one Ayurvedic doctor told me, if you hold the pulse, that nadi, it will turn like a leech. Like this, it'll cover like this. It'll like a spiral. It means you live only 1 week. These are all mentioned in Charaka Samhita actually. Charaka Samhita. You know. So, it's what is that? Attaining Supreme, chapter 8. You know, doesn't work for devotees because devotees are under Krishna's control. Pankajangri Prabhu developed intense problem at 11:30 in the night. But they performed a little procedure on him and he waited till next day 12 o'clock. Krishna, actually, how much care Krishna takes for the devotees, we have to, it's nice and I really, So, what time is good for, it's all, we can see only up to that point, we cannot see beyond. I have a couple of questions in my life I can never answer. So best thing is, rather than making theories out of it, try your best. Sincerely. Sincerely means, as I said, my sadhana is good means, it should reflect in dealings. Don't criticize anybody. Make Krishna as the priority. Krishna will take care actually. Otherwise, actually, I want to tell a story, but it's late. Kulshekar Alvar story. And I was hearing Kulshekar Alvar, Lord Ram came and said, Kulshekar, how much love how much love you have for me? You wanted to share, you have understood my pain and you want to bring Sita and unite Sita with me. I will also come to help. When do we need the help? At the time of death. I read this line, I heard this line. I said, really, that is a time I need, I don't know, I realized that is a time we need a lot. Because philosophy doesn't work. You will be in a serious difficulty. Serious means serious difficulty that we cannot even imagine. If Krishna comes, if without Krishna's help, sometimes, okay, sometimes I'll become Krishna conscious 1 year before people say that. I have a PhD, she became a professor now, and she's taking Carnegie Mellon classes. And so when, as soon as, the family, father or mother, I forgot, I think father, detected cancer, she went in here, Father, you're not his body, you're a spirit soul. Father said, she called me and said, my father is not believing. I said, of course, because he's going through a lot of suffering. It doesn't work like that. And forget about him. One day, the sannyasi, we were sitting together and eating. Yugal Kishore, I have a realization. I told this many times. Yeah, what is that, Maharaj? I was with so much anxiety, curiosity. It means, Yugal Kishore, the relation is, I think I'm this body. Maharaj, you're joking, Maharaj. Yeah, what can I tell you? I've been preaching for 20, 30 years. He said, 30 years, you're not this body, you're not this body. Yesterday, I went to a dentist and I had my tooth extracted. The pain is so much, then I realized I'm this body. It doesn't work. Preaching, preaching is for others to listen, not for me. Okay, then I'll let it go through. Serious, it happened, actually, he told me. So the point is, the word is inconceivable pain. First is emotional, second is physical. Emotional because you're feeling everything. Physical because you're going through so much pain. Garuda Puran says 40,000 scorpions, they bite you at the same time, that much pain. And more than anything, you are going to an unknown region. Where you're going, and you think you're this body that you're leaving. So difficult. So, what is his name? Jarasandha. You should all forgive me if I'm speaking. Prabhupada will forgive me. The Krishna and Arjun and Bhim went. We want a gift from you. Jarasandha said, these guys' shoulders are like, they are looking like Kshatriyas, the dress is like Brahmins. And he said, any gift you want, we'll give, all right. Then immediately they removed the dress and said, I am Krishna, this is Arjun, and that is Bhim. You choose which one you want to fight with. And see, that's how the Maya works. Now, Krishna's calculations, Krishna's calculation never failed. Jarasandha said, 17 times he was defeated. 18th time Krishna had to protect Rukmini, so Krishna ran away. He's telling you, hey, you're already defeated. Arjun is a baby. This person, Bhima, is my equal. So, why he chose Jara Sandhi? Jara means old age. Between old ages and death, what is the Sandhi? This state. This is the state. What today's verse? Between old age is difficulty. Death is difficulty. But in between that stage is much more difficult. Why? Once you leave the body, many, this near-death experiences, doctors say, they don't want to come back. Why? You feel good. There's no pain. Once you go through the operation, the mind leaves the subtle body, leaves the body. Why? Hey, that pain you cannot tolerate. That's how many patients, they reported seeing their body being operated. And they say they were pushed back into the body without their, which they did not appreciate. Oh, I don't want. But they were pushed back into their body because you have to live some more time in that body. Anyway, so but the actual death, Jara and Sandhi. So in between that, most difficult. So that Jara and Sandhi will not choose Paramatma, liberated boy. Paramatma is Paramatma, Krishna, Bhagavan. And Arjuna is liberated Jiva. Naranarayan. They came as Krishna, of course, Krishna, yes. But Bhima was born by the grace of Vayu. Bhima is also pure devotee. So when will have the most problem? Between Jarasandhi, Vayu, breathing problem. Chalo, let us fight. For Bhim, already first when Bakasura was killed, it is fixed. Other guys will be killed in the hands of Bhim. Because that's the prediction. Whoever would be killed, one would be killed, other will be killed in that 5 hands. Pancham Bhim. So it is fixed. So Bhim was very confident. Why? Arjuna is there, Krishna is there, why not? It doesn't work. And one thumb rule, nobody should help. Says, he was trying. Difficult. He looked at Krishna. That was one moment Krishna is waiting every day. And he took one piece and he ripped off like that. And every time Krishna is telling, hey, look at me. He's not looking at him. Or Bhima is powerful, Jarasandha is also powerful. And struggling. Finally understood, I cannot die. It's difficult. Krishna, one moment, that's it. So we all will be caught by Jarasandhi. That is Jarasandha. Only one person can help, not all the credentials, all the certificates, all the top, what is that, accolades. What will work? Krishna's glance will work. Thank you very much. Then immediately, that's it. He ripped him off. And he threw both sides. Khel khatam. After 20. This may have some days. They fought for some days. So one is, as much as possible, we don't criticize anybody. If you criticize, ask for forgiveness because Kaliyuga means Raju. Second thing is the priority is Krishna. Bhakti is our priority. Weekends, make temple as your home. And to please Radharani, bring people to Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness, bringing people to Krishna consciousness doesn't mean giving lectures. This is December month marathon. Distribute books. I will distribute 100 Bhagavatam sets. Nobody will stop you. Do it. Door to door to door. Or 100 Bhagavad Gitas. Otherwise, this will be Vachavedantam only. Saturday, acha class dete. Or what about application? Application, acha class dete. Are you applying or not? Yeah, I am applying. Whatever class I wrote it and I will speak in another place. Then it will become Vachavedanta. If somebody is listening only to repeat it, means it is there in the intellectual level. It has not touched the spiritual level. But spiritual level means yes, I'll distribute. At least one person, one book. If not book, I'll give them prasad. I'll make an extra endeavor. I'll chant one more round. No prajalpa. No criticism. Then there is a value. Otherwise, aaya to aaya, gaya to gaya. That's it. That's what I get. Please forgive me if I've spoken anything wrong. If I've spoken anything like my calculation, what is that? My interpretations. Any question or comment? Anyone has any question or comment? Yes.
Oh, thank you for this wonderful eye-opener class. I needed one clarity on the point which you mentioned. We should not be lethargic at the same time. We should not be. We should not be.
Complacent.
Yeah, we should not be hopeless, saying that this is the thing. I've been just thinking about this. So when I was hearing about Muchkunda's story, Lord Krishna says he's seeing the Lord in person. And Lord says, in this life you will remember me, but in the next life you will take the birth of a Brahmana, and then you will come to me. And then a couple of other times you mentioned about Mukunda Dutt, when Lord Chaitanya says, I don't want to see his face for many lifetimes. And even Vasudev Dutt is actually not aspiring that I want to go back to God and I want to take everybody's sin. Please, I'm just trying to understand that. So there is no aspiration to go back to Godhead. So I'm not trying very hard to go back to Godhead. At the same time, I'm not complacent. So what platform they are? How do they practice that? Am I making sense, Prabhu?
I have an idea, Chakshudan dilaje janme janme Prabhu se. Whenever I sing this, I have a problem. So I'm praying every day. What am I praying? Chakshudan dilaje janme janme, birth after birth, make me, oh spiritual master, you make me your servant. Most of us, Burjan Prabhu says, we want to go back to Godhead, not because we have strong desire to serve. We want to go back, we want to avoid pain, Prabhu. Only one thing we want to go back. We all came to America because dollar, we don't have any affection for America. Dollar is 80 rupees. That one line brought it. How many of you will take? You will work very hard and apply a visa for Thailand or Sri Lanka. Huh? You will never apply. Some countries make you offer a better dollar, better price for maybe real and all. But America means freedom plus more money. These two things. So, but anyway, what is that? And let me not deviate. For them, their platform is Prabhu. They want to suffer for. That's a very high platform, actually. One time I asked Raj Kishore, if Krishna wants you to come back, will you come back? Again, provided he removes pain, he said. So problem that shows we are on the bodily platform. But if you read Prahlad Maharaj's story, Prahlad says, my Lord, he didn't ask for liberation, but he said, make me free from three modes. It doesn't matter where you are that time. He said that if you read carefully the 8th canto. So, because one should have the fear for Maya. I want to come to Chakshu, Janme, Prabhu say, you come and you offend one devotee, and then what happens? Are you unknowingly, that Maharaj Durga's story is a very eye-opener actually in Srimad Bhagavatam. That cow came in and joined the other herd. Maharaj, I'm sure, definitely most of the things I don't know in the temple. What to speak of is running a kingdom. And he became a lizard for that, for lifetimes. This middle world is not a, Purpose is not a good place for not a good place for gentlemen or gentlewomen to live. So, if you say, make me these benedictions, what is that? Lord Chaitanya gives one more benediction. You will never offend devotees. You will practice pure devotional service. Nowhere Lord Chaitanya said, you will go back to Godhead. But you will not make any offense and you will practice pure devotional service means what? Brahmabhuta Prasanna, you're already liberated Brahmabhuta Prasanna means. But on the top of it is Shuddha Bhakta. Shuddha Bhakti you're practicing. It doesn't matter where you are. You are seeing Krishna all the time. So that Prabhupada one day he ended up in a particular place of Bauri, filled with rats, a stool, everything. Prabhupada, sorry, Prabhupada, we brought here. Prabhupada said, no, this is Vaikuntha. They are seeing rats and stool everywhere in Bauri, and Prabhupada said, no, this is Vaikuntha. Honestly speaking, there is nothing like a spiritual world and material world. Everything is spiritual only because this is all Krishna's. Because we don't see that. But when you are liberated, you see like that. So, but with this being said, you quoted the personalities, Prabhu. You know what it means? Height of compassion. Height means height, we don't know. One day I was thinking, Radharani means, you know what Radharani means? Prabhupada, you go and tell Prabhupada, you're amazing. You're excellent, Prabhupada. My Guru Maharaj is great. Nice to Brahmachari. You go to Saraswati Thakur. My Guru Maharaj, you would meditate on Ashtakali Lila, Gaur Kishore Das. You go to Gaur Kishore Das. Likewise, it will go to Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya, like Krishna himself. But he says, my Guru Maharaj is great Ishwar. So finally, he will go to Queens of Dwarka. From there, it goes to, Prabhuji, there is one person who doesn't have speck of desire. That is Radharani. Speck of desire to enjoy. Speck of desire to enjoy. Everything is Krishna's pleasure. There is a point. We say God means what? There is a point. This has source. This the source of everything, but this doesn't have source. That is God. That is Krishna. But there is also his energy. She doesn't have a speck of desire to enjoy, but everything she's bent in love to serve Krishna all the time. But the queens, they want association. Likewise, like the grades. At that point, no desire. Only pure love. So, these people they have full mercy of Radharani. Otherwise, Vasudeva Datta, wow. What is Vasudeva Datta's stature? He wants to go to hell eternally. Lord Chaitanya shivered. Actually, today I forgot. Thank you for bringing it. I want to one point I forgot to tell. One quality that outshines other qualities of Vaishnavas is compassion. What is Vasudeva Datta's quality, bro? He doesn't want to go, he wants to go to hell eternally. Means Pralaya time, Brahma dies, Mahapralaya, 100 years later. Casually Brahma calls, where is Vasudeva Datta? He does know what 15th century AD. So many millions ago, that Vaivasat Manvantara, she said this. So right now, he is being fried as pakoda every day. Another Brahma comes, 100 years, means 311 trillion, 40 billion years over. That Brahma is going back to Godhead. Where is Vasudeva Datta now? He is in Nasipatravana, his body is being shredded every day. What happened? So many Manvantaras ago, Vaishnav Manvantara 15th AD, he asked Lord Chaitanya and Lord Chaitanya. That extent. But is he complaining? No, he's not complaining, he's very happy. Can you understand this? We cannot understand this, Prabhu. Anandarundan Prabhu asked this question. When I hear about Gopi's love, I am depressed. I can never reach. Isn't Radhana Swami said, you can never attain it. Forget about it. Because they have Krishna's special grace and Gopis. That's why they did that. They want to go to hell eternally, just remove Krishna's headache. Otherwise, what? Krishna, I know what happened. What do you know? Lost only. But when you know this, so these are all higher stages. So in our case, at least when we appreciate, there is a hope one day we will aspire for it. Otherwise, actually, everyone, rather than singing, go on to this. Every day we sang 30 days morning and evening, morning and evening. What is that? Damodarashtakam. I don't ask any liberation. I don't ask liberation in Vaikuntha. I want to, see your things as Balagopal. Really, you ask for yourself. You will not go back to Godhead. Stay in Vrindavan. Krishna will come, 125 years he'll perform fasting, he'll go away, but you stay there. Before you go, I should also go. It all boils down to selfishness. But Prabhupada says, Lord Chaitanya, Janmane Janmaneshware. I'm not sorry for extending it. Means that is the level, those are the things. So when we can't do it, I am fallen. Great. So you're all big people, I am not, but I want to go back to Godhead. Prabhupada says perfect desire. The desire is very good. You came from home, you're in the office now. So I want to go back home. That's a natural desire. But there are compassionate souls. I want to stay in the office and, hey, look, I am not like you. You stay here in the office, but let me go back. This is valid. That's more valid, of course. Because Krishna said, yeah, great. I want to show. Indra Prabhu, I loved it. We are part and parcel of Krishna means we are partner of Krishna. Partner of Krishna means what? Krishna says, I come every 125 years in a once in a day Brahma to tell your people. And people also, find fault with Krishna. People throw stones at Krishna. What is a mistake? What the mistake she came here? Every day someone has to pluck her. Tulsi, that is hair of Tulsi. Somebody comes and plucks your hair every day. No problem. Tulsi says, no problem. You are using in Krishna service, right? Little pain, no problem. This world means pain only. Ram has to go through pain, Krishna also has to go through pain. And I'm not deviating, but thing is, what is that? They want to go through that pain. That pain is that pain is their happiness. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says. One day, we were going through the shortcut path in Govardhan Parikrama. The moment you step, this thorns. One person said, the pain of the thorn is such a happiness, much more than the impersonal liberation, Brahmananda. This is more happy. I said, do you want it again? Definitely. Definitely not. Actually, I'm serious, Then I was thinking, that person who is walking in the front, how many things he is taking in his feet? He's walking in the front. Everyone is following him. Actually, I'm honest. Every step I would have, and every time I listen to this Brahmananda. I mean, definitely I will not ask Brahmananda today. And of course, I will not ask that pain also. Because we are Kali conditions. And I don't know whether to answer your question or not. Anyone wants to add anything else? Otherwise we'll finish it. Online, anyone has any question or comment? Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada.
Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
Thank you.